Hey everybody, this is Jim. I want to start out our presentation on 10 things you should consider when thinking about going to college by discussing the motive for an education. There are lots of reasons why students come back to school or start school, but the motive is one of the most important things you need to consider because that is going to give you the why when things get a little tough or if you get discouraged, things like that, to keep you going. You need to know why. So what I wanted to present to you was a few of the things that I have found in my experience teaching of why students return to school. So let's get started with that. The first thing is for promotions. A lot of students tell me that they're here to earn a degree because they want to be competitive for promotion at work. And sometimes a degree is one of the things that holds people back, or I should say the lack of a degree. In order to be competitive, they need to finish a degree and to add to their credentials so that they're competitive for promotions at work. Another reason is higher salary. Many people tell me very closely related to promotions, but the reason that they're here is so that they can earn a higher salary, maybe get that promotion for the purpose of making more money, or get a degree so that they're qualified to pursue other opportunities that may pay a little bit better. A better future is one I hear a lot about. They just want to improve their lot in life, so to speak, provide a better future for their family. And I think this is great. And in fact, one of the things I always tell students is, it's amazing what you'll learn about yourself through an education, but you'll learn more about others, about the world, and things like that. And that in of itself can create a better future for you, because as you gain a better understanding of why things are the way they are, it's easier to get along, to accept, and to make change. So a better future. A career change. This is one that was one of my reasons. When I retired from the military, I was a recruiter, and I immediately got a job as an account representative in a recruiting firm. Did very well, but I wanted a career change. I wanted to be more in management, operational management specifically. So I went back to school to finish my degree in organizational management so that I had the credentials to move into a different career field. And I never looked back. A lot of people tell me that this is the reason, they've gone back to college. They want a change in career. And to do that, they need to earn a degree in a certain field. In fact, I have some students who already have a degree, and they come back to school to earn a second degree in a different area just for this reason. Some people tell me that they're trying to keep up with their peers, and this can be good and bad. It's good if you want to keep up with your peers as a way of, being a part of the crowd, or how do I want to say this? It can be bad if you're doing it for selfish reasons, but if it's reasons that you have within yourself, intrinsic motivation, then there's nothing wrong with keeping up with your peers. And as such a way as to be able to maintain friendships, relationships, and things like that. So a lot of people will return to school in order to keep up with their peers at work or what have you. There also another reason why I returned to school was to set a good example. I wanted to set a good example for my kids. And at the time, my daughter was in high school, and I wanted to show her that I thought an education was a good investment and worth the pursuit. So I returned to school for that reason as well. And what was cool about it is when she graduated high school, I graduated from college. Within about a week's time frame, we both graduated. So we had a big party to celebrate. And in our case, that was pretty much the norm because we also share the same birthday. But it was a way for me to set an example for her and for my two sons. Some people tell me they are returning to school because it's a requirement for a job. At one of the schools I teach at, they have a nursing program, and a lot of students are there to earn a degree in nursing so that they can move up in their job, take a new job, things like that. But they have to have that degree in order to pursue that. So they need a degree. It's a requirement for the job that they're trying to get or fulfill. Some people tell me they need a degree to start a new business, and you may stop and think, well, you don't need a degree to start a business, and I wouldn't argue with you. But there are some things that you will learn through a Bachelor of Science degree in Business Administration or a Bachelor of Arts degree in Business Administration that you may not otherwise know. For instance, can you do your own accounting? So maybe you need some basic accounting courses. Do you know how to organize people, manage people, set up an organization? These are things that you would learn in a bachelor's program for business administration. So these are things that a lot of students tell me lead them to want to earn a degree so that they can start a business. And then, of course, there's people that are doing it just for general interest. They have an interest in history, so they're working on a degree in history. They have an interest in theology, so they're returning to school to complete that, a degree in theology. Whatever the case is. And I think this is a good reason, too, especially if they feel like they may want to teach in that area one day. Then not only do they need to know it, but they need that credential of a degree in order to teach. There are a lot of other reasons why people return to school. One I hear often is, my kids are grown up and moved out on their own, have their own families. Now it's time for me to do something different in my life, and a college education will help me to do that. Lots of different reasons. So the bottom line is you need to understand the why you want to go to school. And hopefully one of these will help you in understanding what that why is. When things get tough, when you get discouraged, when you're ready to give up, sometimes that why is the reason that will keep you going. So it's important to understand the motive of why you want to return to school. So I hope that helps. In part 2, we're going to discuss setting educational goals. So I'll look for you in that video as we continue in our series of 10 things to consider when thinking about going to college. So we'll see you in the next video.